Words mean everything to a writer, so imagine learning you have a brain tumor and could lose your ability to speak and to write in a matter of months, or at best a handful of years.
That has become the driving force behind Blake Newhem and his quest to publish 12 original novels, one a month, for 12 months. Blake is a KABC radio host, a New York Times best-selling ghostwriter and creator of the website A Million Words Away, 12 books versus one tumor, an author's race against time. Good morning.
Well, hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Tell us about the discovery when you were told you had a brain tumor and then the current prognosis.
Well, this whole exercise has been a master class in learning that the difference between a groove and a grave is only a matter of depth. I was a full-time professor, a full-time ghostwriter, and I was also dealing with a cancer diagnosis. I had 17 surgeries, lost various organs to dumpsters, and I had crippling headaches. So I would go from teaching Milton in the morning to getting a shot in the butt for pain in the afternoon, and it turns out that it was related to a brain tumor. Hello, wake-up call. So the brain tumor is an oligodendroglioma, which I nicknamed Ollie, and Ollie's sitting right on the language processing center of the left frontal lobe of my brain. So not cool, cancer. So I'm a writer who's about to lose his ability to write. The surgeons were able to remove 80% of the tumor, but the 20% that remains, they describe as like oatmeal in a rug. It's inextricable. So I have decided that I need to get all my words out while I still can before Ollie erodes my ability to speak and to write. And I'm a million words away, and I've got not a moment to waste.
Ian, my wife is a writer. I see how much discipline is required, how many hours it takes to write one book. You're writing one a month. I mean, how is that even physically possible?
It's not easy, I can tell you. It's just not easy. A lot of the work comes from notes, extensive notes and outlines, and in some cases whole drafts of things I've done already. But there's still a lot of work to do, and I've got collaborators, so that's helping.
I see.
You have quite a resume in writing for famous people. Your books are all bestsellers, including one endorsed by the Pope. But you got to have an outlet from writing books. Tell us about your new artist in residence at the world-famous O Street Museum at the Mansion. What's that all about?
Yeah, I'm really honored that they selected me for 2020. The O Museum in the Mansion is this amazingly cool place, a really eclectic place in DuPont Circle. It was built by the final builders of the Capitol building in D.C. It was used for a while as a brothel for Hoover's G-Men. It has 100 rooms, 70 secret doors. It's a really great creative space. Rosa Parks lived there, and now I get to be there for 1 week a month. And I do a reading once a month there, too. They've got Trump's Sharpie that he drew on the weather map. They've got Prince's purple rain jacket. They've got all kinds of government documents. It's a really cool place.
Fascinating. You tell us about a conversation you have called Finding the Motivation, Assume the Tumor. Yeah,
I've been saying this a lot to people that I've been blessed to be able to teach all over the world. I've taught in the Yale Creative Writing Program over the summer. I've taught war reporting in Croatia. And everywhere I go, I get to teach my students this really imperative lesson I learned from the great time and motion expert, Brian Tracy. To ask yourself the question, if there's one thing I could do, and if I did it well and did it consistently, that would dramatically improve the quality of my life, what would that be? For me, when I got this wake-up call of a language processing tumor as a writer, it was to write. But this isn't about me, it's about everybody else. So what I'd advise people to do is don't wait for a diagnosis like mine, do it now. So I want to motivate people to not wait for that diagnosis of don't buy green bananas. Face your fears now, get in the arena. This life is not a dress rehearsal for something else. This is all you get. It's one shot only. So assume the tumor, assume anvils could fall out of the sky at any moment.
Your mission to publish 12 books in 1 year is something, though, you're not doing alone. You're asking people to participate in this project with you. How so?
Right. Well, this is obviously 3 full-time jobs all put together, not to mention I'm doing a radio show live on Sunday nights. So I've got a lot of collaborators, a small team. I'm working with world-class artists and collaborators, but mostly this is about the donors on Patreon that I'm getting who are supporting this project. A book is nothing without readers, and I'm so excited to get that opportunity. The first 3 books are out. The first 2 books are out. The third one goes to press this week, and they're getting great reviews already, which is great. I'm excited to have these donors on Patreon. I talked to one yesterday, a 14-year-old girl from upstate New York who's reading the first book, Healing Star, which is a love triangle with a supernatural twist. She's reading it for a school project. And we were able to have that conversation about Assume the Tumor, a 14-year-old girl,
Wow.
that she needs to tackle her fears and do the things she really wants to do now.
Wow.
So I'd urge everybody to do that.
You are awesome. You made us really think today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can catch Blake hosting his radio show, The Operative Word, every Sunday at 7 p.m. on KBC 790 AM. Also, you can follow his journey on Patreon and on his website, amillionwordsaway.com. His first two books, Healing Star and The Elephant's Eye, are currently available for purchase again. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Great to see you.